Hello, my name is Mike Ward. I'm the head of content in Former Pharma Insights, the publishers of Script, Pink Sheet, In Vivo, and Generics Bulletin. We're here at the Biotech Showcase 2019, where investors, pharmaceutical, biotechs all get together to review what's happened in 2018 and also look at opportunities for going in 2019. One of the exciting things that are happening at the moment is we're seeing big pharma and big biotech still looking for assets that they can use to replenish their pipelines. And the later the stage, the better. I'm joined by Joe Dupere, who's the CEO of Rexgenero, a European biotech company that actually has got a phase 3 asset. So we've spoken sort of last year when you were sort of planning to start the clinical trial. Could you just sort of give us a recap of where we are with the program?
So we have an autologous cell therapy for a condition called critical limb ischemia, which is a very serious but large indication. We started that study last year with a small number of sites, and we've in the process of finishing the regulatory approval for the 10 countries in Europe that we're operating in and getting all the hospitals set up. So we've recruited a number of patients to date, and we expect to enroll the rest of the patients throughout the year. And we're hoping we can replicate, what was really very exciting data from the previous 3 clinical trials that we've conducted.
Yeah, and CLI, it's been sort of a particularly challenging area for some companies. What do you think you've got that's going to give you the edge?
Yeah, I mean, it has been a challenging area. There's been a lot of products in development for critical limb ischemia. I think there was, to somewhat extent, an underestimation about what is required. And what's unique about our product is both the composition of it. It contains a lot of different types of cells that can have both a direct action in developing new blood vessels, but also producing a number of cytokines that really kickstart that process. And it appears that combination is really necessary. We also have a specific administration procedure, which means that you get high dose of cells to where they're needed at the point where the blood vessels are constricted to enable them to regrow. Right.
I mean, how has it been possible for a small biotech to be able to sort of do a sort of phase 3 trial in such an area? I mean, both in terms of just the finance and the logistics.
Yeah, I mean, we're fortunate in respect to some of the legislation. You have inherently safer products with cell therapies. I mean, ours is an autologous, so it's using your own body, so the safety issues are very low. But also, I mean, the number of patients you need is partly a function of what the response was in previous studies, and we had a very large response rate. And so when we do the statistical powering for the trial, that enables us to do a relatively small study. We've been fortunate; we have a good set of investors that's been supporting it. But it's given the size of the study, we can do that on a relatively limited budget.
Right, and the sort of the prospects for the readout. When do you expect it all to be sort of?
So we should enroll by the end of the year, and then we have a 1-year endpoint. So we should get our full data by the end of 2020, but we'll get an interim analysis about 6 months earlier.
Right, and the plan is it to partner with a pharmaceutical company or?
Yeah, I mean, it's a very big indication. We estimate it's over 2 million patients a year between US and Europe. So, I mean, addressing that kind of market, will require a partnership. But this is an area that a lot of companies have a lot of interest in. Given the size of the indication, the level of unmet need. So, yeah, we've had a lot of very positive feedback from a number of companies we've spoken to.
Well, yeah, I mean, I get phase 3 asset in cell therapy, unmet medical need. I mean. Yeah, we hope so. I guess that's the easy part.
We hope so.
It's executing the clinical trial.
Exactly. That's the big factor is replicating what we've done previously.
Okay. Well, Joe, thanks very much for sharing that with us, and look forward to hearing the progress.
Great. Thank you very much.